I feel like the message of today for me with my mental health is that I'm trying. I had something traumatic happen earlier this week. So I was messaging with this guy that, that messaged me. And, well, his first question was, do I live in the city I say I live in? Which I was like, yeah. His family apparently lives here. And then he asked me where I live in the city, which I'm not going to tell because, duh, like, I'm going to protect myself. I have no clue who he is. So I just said, like, what direction in the city I live in. And he told me, like, I said, are you close to your family? Because his family lives here. He said, yeah. I was responding to that, was writing back. I went to send the message and it said, you can't send a message to somebody who has deleted contact with you. The guy deleted contact with me while we were talking. Like, what is wrong that they don't have the chutzpah to say, hey, I'm actually not interested anymore. Sorry. Like, that is the human way to do it. If I'm not feeling it, I don't tell them why. I just say, hey, this is not working for me. I don't think we're a match. I was like, well, goodbye. I'm glad you did that now. Like, this is why I hate online dating, is because they don't treat you like you're an actual human. They treat you like you were some entity online that can just be erased. You wouldn't be talking with a stranger in person and that person just all of a sudden walk away while you're talking. It just doesn't work that way. Come on, Ben, let's go inside, honey. People just treat people as disposable online. Doesn't matter what they say in their profile. They could say that they're a super kind person, but they're still going to ghost you. Still banking and hoping that I'm just gonna run into somebody in the coffee shop. Like, that's my thing right now. So this is where we are. Gonna go on that. So cute.
I was trying to make it on my own, my way. You were knocking on the door that I've been looking for. It was right in front of me. I was lost, but now I'm free. And I was blind, but now I see that your love is better than life. Your love is better than life. But I ain't turning back now. It's never so amazed how your love is better than life.
So what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Can you see what this says, BTS? Feeling a little dizzy right now, actually. Bummer. Because that may mean I'm going to get a Meniere's. I was planning on watching, wait there, I'll get it. So I ordered this and just got it a couple days ago from South Korea. It came with some freebies. When you order from South Korea and you order BTS merch, almost every single place I've ever ordered BTS merch, they always send freebies. This is the first time in one of these freebies that I've ever gotten. Jimin! This little beauty, it is the BTS World Tour Love Yourself, Speak Yourself in London and Wembley Stadium in 2019. I just keep thinking back to that time and I'm like, why didn't I know about BTS in 2018? It would have changed my life. I wish I had learned about them so much sooner than I learned about them. I was really starting to get back into music in 2018 when things were kind of in turmoil in my marriage, and then it ended, and then after it ended, I don't know how I didn't see them. I do remember knowing that there were Korean pop boy bands, but I didn't think that I would ever be interested in it. That was my unfortunate prejudice that kept me from saying, what is this? And let me look into this more. How did I get into BTS? I love dance. You guys know that. I love dance, so I follow choreographers on social media. And one of the choreographers was reacting to one of BTS's music videos. And that was the first time I ever saw BTS. And I was done. I was done. So this is the DVD set. Albums come with photo cards, and then sometimes the DVDs will come with photo cards, and sometimes they come with bookmarks. This one came with a bookmark, and I got Namjoon. But when I paid for this, I knew it was gonna be Namjoon. Namjoon was actually the cheapest. I was like, I don't really care who I get, but he is actually my bias wrecker. RM. Here's the back. Poster. The concerts. This is the DVDs. And then this, my friends, is a photo book. BTS does their albums well. BTS does their DVD collections well. Like, my dizziness is starting to get to me. I would prefer to be in bed if I'm gonna have a bunch of vertigo. It's 8 o'clock. It would just be nice to sit out here and actually watch the concert and have some snacky snacks. The only thing missing is to watch it with somebody. Especially to watch it with somebody who appreciates BTS. I love watching BTS content with other ARMY. Makes me so happy. I feel like the message of today for me with my mental health is that I'm trying. I had something traumatic happen earlier this week, and I've talked to my therapist about it, and it sucks because I'm having a trauma response, and that's really, really sucky. I've been doing so well with my CPTSD and truly had come so far, so far. So to have this happen, it's not something at all that I feel comfortable discussing, but I am so intent on getting through it as in a healthy way as I can. Though when I said that to my therapist, he was like, you know, this takes time, right? And I said, but I'm going to do it faster, you know, but I'm not a victim. Like, I may be a victim, but I'm choosing to be a survivor, and I'm choosing that I'm going to be as okay as I can, but I can't help the way that my body and my brain react to, you know, that's the way trauma is. Doing all these things, like going on a walk and sitting outside as much as possible, just trying to take the peace inside of me, doing Legos. I've also learned some resource tapping, butterfly hug type of thing to help me cope and integrate what happened, so that I remember I'm not there, because I'm getting a lot of flashbacks and I feel like I'm dissociating, and people go through so many worse things than I've gone through. See, that's part of me diminishing what I've been through, and I shouldn't do that, but I just don't want to be a victim. Like, I don't want to come across as being like this weak individual, and it really pisses me off that somebody thought that they could take advantage of me in a vulnerable moment. And I just didn't think that that would happen. Of course, we never think it would happen to us. And I know so many of us have been through traumatic stuff. Like, there's just so many of us. It's been a hard mental health day, but I'm getting through. I think the nights are the hardest. That's why I'm trying to set myself up for something really good to watch, that I know I'll enjoy. I think what's hard for me when I'm watching BTS stuff is that usually I have to read the translations, and that can be really hard when I have vertigo or migraine that's really, really bad. So hopefully this vertigo is just a fluke thing, and I will be able to watch it. Thank you guys for watching. I love you all so much. Thank you for journeying through this with me and just living life in real ways. It's not easy for anybody. Everybody has challenges, and it doesn't matter. You know, some people have said, well, my stuff isn't as bad as yours. Well, my stuff isn't as bad as some people's. Like, really, we can't do that. All we can say is that what we're experiencing is real and valid, and it's affecting us in the ways that it's affecting us, and that it matters because it is. And not to compare, because that's just gonna, I mean, yeah, I think sometimes, like, I follow somebody who has had multi-organ transplants and they're in heart failure now, and things are not looking good for them health-wise, and like death seems to be approaching. When I listen to that person's story, I go, wow, look what I have, you know? And I think, yeah, that is a valid, you know, reason to say, wow, like there is so much that I have, but not to diminish what is going on inside me. I still am experiencing significant pain and disability and life-altering changes. Like those still things are still happening, but I'm not almost dying. I'm not living, having to go back and forth to a hospital. I'm not, like those things are not, I am thankful I don't have those in my life. And I think that's part of like being able to cope with our lives, is being thankful for what we do have. But I think it's also important to acknowledge and say, yeah, this sucks. So it sucks that it sucks that I'm having to navigate this. And I'm still holding on to hope that maybe it's just the first week after it happened, and it's, you know, my brain and everything is going crazy. So like, we'll just calm it all down and I'll be good. That's what I keep hoping. I'm doing everything I know to do, so. I love you guys. I am Kelly. Remember, you are not alone. Let's go live our incredible anyway. Bye.
You are not alone in this world. You are not alone. You are not alone in this world. You are not alone.